Well, I'm so glad you're listening. This is Investing Insights with Barry Burnett here on Talk Radio 790 KABC. Of course, we are not the average radio home show. Yes, we love mortgages, we love houses and decor and all of that neat stuff, but that is so tip of the iceberg here. What we're talking to is you, the entrepreneurial investor. You who have worked so hard, you bought your home, your condo, maybe a string of other real estate, maybe office buildings, shopping centers, and you're just saying, how do I make my life better? How do I look to live my destiny? How do I make this really work for me? Well, that's the reason you tuned in tonight, because this show has extraordinary expert on giving. His name is Greg Bodine. He is a senior gift and estate planner. He is the senior gift and estate planner for a little organization that you've always heard of. It's called the Salvation Army, and they are boots on the ground in your community. They do spectacular work, and a lot of the work they do is because Greg is helping you plan your real estate portfolio for exit strategy, for operational strategy, for income preservation, for liability protection. Greg, last segment you were talking about some incredible ideas. Why don't you carry on? You've got so much more bursting out of your head.
Well, I brought several stories to share. I think this one for your investors, which is your audience, will be very interesting because this is a zero-cost charitable gift.
Oh, boy. Like the sound of it.
Truly. And as I was saying before, the laws that Congress made are to encourage charitable giving, and then smart planners take those laws and make the most of them within the law. That's all there is to it.
About 60% of the people that use these tools, they're not all that interested in charity, but the tools are so brilliant that they can do that, and they can take care of their favorite charity, alma mater, anything that they want.
That's right.
And so these tools... Give us the example that you're getting ready on.
I love this story. This is a Phoenix story. A board member of ours in Phoenix happened to own the warehouse for his business right next door to our main 17-acre Phoenix complex. And he heard a presentation about what I colloquially call the 664 exchange, and he wanted to retire. And so we worked with him to set up a charitable remainder trust for he and his wife. And it was a several $100,000 property. And then at the same time, they set up an inheritance replacement trust, I call it. Wealth replacement trust, it's called. Irrevocable life insurance trust, it's called different things. It's an inheritance replacement trust. So they got a huge tax deduction, avoided all the capital gains tax, retirement income took care of the husband and wife for the rest of their life. But what about the daughter? They had one daughter. They wanted to replace the gift. So what they did is they set up a life insurance trust, and with the tax savings, because if you have a $100,000 tax deduction, that frees up, depending on your tax bracket, $30,000, $40,000, $45,000 of investable assets the rest of your life.
Dollars.
Real
Genuine,
dollars.
No kidding, bottom line, spend it at Starbucks or save it for a rainy day dollars.
That's right. So they took some of the tax savings and the increased income and paid for a life insurance policy within a trust. That's outside of the estate, no estate taxes involved. And then when they died, and they have passed now, the daughter received the proceeds from the life insurance, so she was made whole. So the asset basically was the same equivalent dollar amount was transferred to the daughter when they passed on.
This is ridiculously brilliant. Yeah. It's actually quite easy when you see it on paper, but it's not all that easy to hear when you're driving down the road. So this is Investing Insights with Barry Burnett. And Investing Insights with Barry Burnett is designed for you, the entrepreneurial investor, to make your life stronger, safer, smarter. And Greg Bodine, the senior gift and estate planner for the Salvation Army, is our guest. And we are here on Talk Radio 790 KABC to make your life just a little easier. Greg, this is brilliant stuff they're going to want to get a hold of. So they can get a hold of you through us at barryburnett.net. That's barryburnett.net. And they're going to want to do this because the AHA stuff that you're giving us, this is just life-changing. So the daughter, she got the results of a life insurance policy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I understand that life insurance is not subject to United States federal government income tax or state of California.
Correct.
Okay. So she got a tax-free transition.
That's right.
There's no stepped-up basis. She wasn't necessarily able to or desirous of operating that real property. So she gets everything she needs. The parents were brilliant in setting it up that way. The charity got everything it needed. What happened to the charity?
I forgot to mention.
Yeah, jump in.
Okay, because it was right next to our main campus and we didn't have a Christmas warehouse.
Aha.
We bought it from the trust at full fair market value.
Right.
So then the trust no longer had this building in it, but it had marketable investments that provided the income for the husband and wife.
Okay.
So it was a win-win for everybody.
Okay, so everything worked. Everything was completely disclosed. Everything was totally above board. This is exactly the reason that the United States Congress wrote these laws and insists that the Internal Revenue Service still honor them.
Right, but you will never see an Internal Revenue Service person going door to door saying, Mr. Burnett, I think you could have saved some more taxes with some charitable gift strategies. Let me share it with you. No,
yeah,
it doesn't. it doesn't happen.
No, they just want to control my health insurance. So okay, now this is brilliant stuff. This is real aha stuff. So there's more.
There's more.
Okay, please, more.
Let's talk about bargain sale. The notion of a bargain sale is basically selling property to charity at a bargain price.
Why would somebody do that?
Because they get a nice tax deduction for the difference between the appraised value and the price they sell it to charity.
Okay, expand on that.
And by the way, none of these have any dollar minimum requirements. We're talking about some exciting examples. They may be bigger than some, smaller than others, but I'm just giving lively
so you can
examples.
do this with a shopping center. You can do it with a desert lot.
Yes. And with the duplex, you can do it with raw land. You sure can. So this is, you sell directly to a charity. You just negotiate a price. Say, you know what, I just want my investment back. So if it's $100,000, I just want $40,000 back. Or I want 80% of it, and I want to give you a 20% gift, whatever it is. So we had a situation with property we wanted to acquire in Albuquerque. My colleague did this. The donor was very philanthropic and wanted to help the Salvation Army. He wanted a zero tax outcome.
Okay, zero tax outcome. All of our listeners love zero tax outcomes.
That's right.
Okay.
So you just do the numbers, and the computer does all the hard number crunching. It takes just 2 minutes. And he basically sold the property to us at a reduced value on purpose. So all you need is an appraisal and a letter of intent so that you validate that it was on purpose, was not a bad business deal, but you're deliberately making a gift of the difference between the appraised value and the actual sale price.
Right.
Now, if you can't get the full appraised value price anyhow, the sale price may not be it may be a great deal for some people who are on the edge. That is a charitable income tax deduction. And if you wish, you can also have an installment note proceeds instead of a lump sum. Some people like that. They want to turn it into a retirement income. Here's my duplex, apartment building, commercial building, whatnot, and you can sell it to charity with an installment note sale over whatever you decide.
Oh, I sure hope you're listening to this, entrepreneurial investors. This is real meat and potatoes. This is better than bread and butter. This is the real stuff. This is how you create your life and your property portfolio to be stronger, safer, smarter. And Greg Bodine, you're making it real for us. Come right back. We've got a lot more.